Hey guys, this is Jamie coming at you live from Arizona. I am live on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok all at the same time. It's a miracle of modern technology. It is almost 8:30 at night here in Arizona. I know it's like probably 11:30 at night on the East Coast. I'm tired. It's been a long day, people. I had a lot of stuff to do today, and I had to run some errands, and I was helping my niece out. And Tuesdays, I'm lunch lady at Jerry's school, so that was exciting. Love being lunch lady. I do like volunteering. One kid took, like, salsas, man, and I had to call him out on it. But anyway, I digress. So I just want to give you guys an update on what's been going on with the house hunting. We go out every weekend to go look at homes, to see what we want to buy. And so I don't know if I told you guys this, but we get qualified for a certain dollar amount, right? And they say, okay, based on your credit and your debt that you currently have and your debt to income ratio, we're going to qualify you for this much house. So they tell you what your dollar amount is. We're like, no. We're being smart about this. We are not going to buy a house worth that much. First of all, everything's overpriced right now because everybody knows how the market is. Secondly, you gotta have your wiggle room, baby. Yes, what if something happens and we aren't able to make a payment for whatever reason? Something could come up, who knows, right? I don't want that. So no, we're not gonna get a house worth all that they said. Just because they said you qualify for that, people, be smart. Don't do that. Do not do that to yourself. Give yourself the wiggle room that you need. Oh, thank you for the love hearts over on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Hi Kevin, how you doing? Oh, and thank you very much. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, pray for us. So here's what we decided to do. We're gonna get a house for probably like 100,000 less than what they said we qualified for. Now, what was I looking for in a home? Not a whole lot. I just don't want anything that we're going to have to fix up. We're not looking for a fixer-upper. We want something that's move-in ready. So a lot of these people that are flipping these homes, they're coming in, they're putting all new tile down, they're putting in new cabinets and fixtures and countertops in the kitchens. Great. We'll take one of those, please. Thank you very much, Jesus. That's on my list. So we want one of those. I wanted a 4-bedroom because I want my home office and I want a bedroom for when people come to visit. So we have that. And then one room for Jerry and one for us. Now, what I found out is since we're looking for homes that are $100,000 less than what they say we qualify for, we started thinking, well, I started thinking, and Jeff agreed. He's so smart. Not that he's smart that he agreed with me, although he is. But, okay, so instead of, maybe if I get a 3-bedroom instead of a 4-bedroom, right? And then get a shed. Remember this old commercial, the she shed? The lady's like, my she shed burned down. Remember that? I want to get a she shed and put it in the backyard. So I was like, okay, I'm online looking at the hardware stores, Ace Hardware and Home Depot and all these places, cost of a shed. Oh, they're like $300-$400. Piece of cake, right? Jeff's like, honey, we live in Arizona in the desert. You need insulation. Oh, okay. So I'm looking online some more. Google she sheds with insulation. Oh, that's like $3,000-$4,000. I see the difference now. But they come with windows. They look like those little tiny houses you see people talk about that people are building, right? So I can get like a shed, put it in the backyard, let that be my home office. It comes with windows and a little, make-believe, well, they're doors, they're real doors, but they have that French door styles and all these little decorations on the outside. I'm like, oh, how cute is that, right? Well, that. Anyway, so get one of those and get like a window air conditioning. I'm telling you, I live in Arizona, so I haven't seen one of those window ACs in a long time. Everything here is central air, central heating. So everywhere you move in is all central air. And I'm just like, I haven't seen one of those in forever. But we got to get one of those. Make sure you get it all set up for electricity inside the shed. And then I have AC. And I can go to work in my office, in the backyard, with my dogs hanging outside. I'm thinking, this is genius. So my husband's very, very wise man. Yes, he is. So yeah, that's what I decided we're going to do. So I talked to him about it, and he's like, that's a pretty good idea. So we get qualified. We're going to look for a house, 100,000 less, and maybe instead of 4 bedrooms, we'll take a 3 bedrooms, get my little she shed shack in the backyard with my AC, hang out with my dogs, liking it a lot. So that's what we're doing. That's the update. We went last weekend. We saw 4 places. Okay, 2 of them, one of them, perfect. Loved it. It was too far out in Phoenix. I mean, if you pick that place up brick by brick and brought it to Tempe, where we live now, I'm all over it, right? But it was too far into Phoenix to me. The neighborhood it was in was very run down. And what they're trying to do is they built this complex for houses. It's a gated community, and they're trying to bring the neighborhood back up, right? Great. Love that idea. Amazing. But Jerry getting to school, I'd have to get up every day and drive him to school, because that's how far away we are. He goes to a private Christian school, so my necklace just popped off. So that's not something I wanted to do. But we were like, okay, let's see what God decides. Well, let's put a bid in, right? Come to find out, 2 of the bids on the house were agencies or companies that are trying to buy these homes, fix them up, and then rent them to people. So a lot of the housing market's going to be gone when it comes to homeowners. There's going to be a lot of renters out there in the world, because these companies are coming into Arizona and other places, and they're buying all these places up, they're fixing them up, and they're renting them. So I just feel like there's going to be a shortage coming big time down the road. Anyway, I digress. So that's just me talking about the foreseeable future. It just seems kind of obvious that that's going to end up happening. But anyway, so the family that's selling said, we don't want to sell to those corporations, because they kind of feel the same way. And they're like, we want to sell to a family. So they turned those 2 offers down. Out of the families, we were one. The other family bid $20,000 more than the asking price. I guess they really wanted the house. We're like, bye-bye. So what we were thinking is, if we take a home and we look for a home that's $100,000 less than what we're qualified for, if something like that happens and we really want it, and someone bids $20,000 over, well, we'll go $25,000 over, and then maybe we'll get it, if we really want it. So, and then we still have that huge cushion, because we're $100,000 under what they said we qualify for. So, yeah, just a tip, people. I really think it's important to really live below your means. This country wants us living on the edge. They want us living paycheck to paycheck. They want us dependent. Don't do that to yourselves. Do not do that to yourselves. I just think it's real important. But anyway, so that's where we're at. So we did not bid on that one because of the asking person that asked over $20,000. We're like, don't even bother writing up the offer, girl, because we ain't going there. And so the one that we're going to look at tomorrow, there's only one tomorrow. Tomorrow? Today's Tuesday. We're going to look on the weekend. So the one that we want to look at this weekend, there's only one so far. So if we see any others, we'll add it to the list. So we'll go out this weekend, check out some more homes. As you can see, everything behind me is disappearing. The shelves are getting emptier and emptier and less because I was packing, and I'm putting everything in boxes. And I try to pack during the week, and then on the weekends, well, we did a whole lot of packing because Jerry was home for spring break last week. So during the weekends, we run a trip over to the storage place, which is like a quarter mile away, and we put everything in the boxes in storage. So that way I have room here to keep living and packing, but you can walk through the halls and the living room. There's no pictures on the wall. They're all down. All of them have been bubble wrapped and put away in the corner. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. I clean everything before I pack it. So unpacking's like piece of cake. I don't have to dust anything. I don't have to do anything. It's all cleaned and scrubbed. I'm just so anal with that. I know I got issues, but all the knickknacks are pretty much done. I got some candles I got to clean, and that's pretty much it. That'll be my last box. And then everything else is like toiletries. I got some pots and pans that we're currently using, but I'm like, you know what? Y'all need to stick with the frozen meals and the microwave right now. Well, it'll help us move faster, right? Because if you know I'm not going to let you use any utensils and all the pots and pans are packed, would we not settle on a house much quicker? I'm just kidding. We are on paper plates and plasticware right now though, so that's always a good thing. Just because if someone gets sick, the other person doesn't get it, so that keeps us all healthy. But yeah, we've been very blessed. You know, guys, good. Nobody here in the house has caught the C word, and yeah, so we're all good. Jerry was home with a cough. He had that tickle that lasted him for like a week. Come to find out, he was having mucus in his throat. This boy, help me, Jesus. Had to stop him from drinking milk, ice cream, dairy, eating dairy, cheese. Took him off dairy for 3 days. Cough's gone. Mucus is gone. So I told him, you know what, right now you're on OJ. You're not drinking milk. You're not eating any cereal. So cough's all gone. He's fine. He's back in school. But, yep. So that's the update. Sorry it took me so long to get back to you guys. Oh my goodness, somebody said over here in TikTok, what'd you say? Oh, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing, Pimpy? How you doing? I feel like Wendy. How you doing? But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Give me some love hearts. Comment below if you have any suggestions for us. Any tips. The realtor's amazing. My friend Heather. If you guys need a realtor here in Arizona, she is phenomenal. So yeah, we're just very, very excited. So you guys take care. Make it a blessed Tuesday. I was lunch lady today. It was exciting hanging out with the kids. I don't know why I enjoyed it. I don't care how big. I kind of missed it the week that he was on spring break. I was like, I don't have to go to school today. And he comes up to me. And I'm reading and checking off another kid's name and checking off the lunch, you know, that he's getting. Because you've got to read and see what it is and then hand it to the kid. And I hear, Mom. I'm like, here. Chicken quesadilla, check them off. I didn't even look up. I didn't even see him. Poor thing. He's like, thanks. I'm like, did you get your bottle of water? Like 5 minutes later, he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't look up. I didn't know. Hey, when mom's working, mom is focused, okay? I don't see anything but lunch lady line, right? Get my names down. So it's kind of funny, but yeah. Anyway, you guys, just pray for us. And I was told by like 2 people, one being you guys, which is hysterical, be more specific with my prayers. And I am more specific now. I really definitely, we want the house move-in ready. We do not want anything that we have to fix or paint or redo or anything like that. I don't mind adding on later, you know, like that's fine. But I don't want anything like that's going to hinder moving time, right? And then I'm also very excited that we're going to be able to be in an area where we're just a little bit closer to his job. So that's less riding time for him. And not too far from Jerry's school, because I don't want to have to ride him to school. He rides his bike to school. I ain't riding picking that boy up. Oh, hi, Beata. How you doing? What time is it there? Yeah, it's we're 3 hour difference now since you guys changed your clock. So yeah, it's a little after 8:30 here. I'm sorry, I'm lying. It is. Yeah, it's 8:39. This one phone here is wrong. It says it's 9:39. I gotta check that phone. I don't know why it has. Maybe I didn't put Mountain Standard Time on it. But yeah, we don't change our clocks in Arizona. So sometimes during the year we're 3 hours apart, and then sometimes we're only 2 hours apart from the East Coast. So yeah. All right, guys. So just be praying for me and us in this house hunting process. I'm kind of enjoying it though. I did think it was going to be a little bit faster. I was like, I'm going to find a house I want right away. But I'm glad we didn't get, you know, because it helped me reevaluate and take a step back and listen to my husband. Because he's walking around the house and he's looking and he's like, oh, this roof's leaning this way and it's going to pour in here and the drainage isn't going to be accurate. And they covered up the fireplace and then we went and looked on the paperwork and it said that it was because there was some damage in there. And he's like, well, what kind of damage? Why they cover up the fireplace? Is there mold? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, enough questions. This isn't the one. I'm like, he's good. He's good. So once we come back out of the house and we reevaluate and we talk and stuff starts coming to us and the juices start flowing. And I listen to him because I know he's good. Even the realtor's like, you should listen to your husband because he saw something that I didn't even notice. And he saw the foundation and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he's good. I've known that about him. That's one of the reasons I married him. We don't change our clocks in Arizona. Yeah. We don't want more daylight. We're in the desert. So when it's 120 degrees, we're not rolling our clocks to get more sunlight. yeah, we don't do that here. So, yeah, it just takes a day or two. I shouldn't say a day or two, maybe like a week or so, and then it adjusts. There's like one city, I can't remember what city it is. When I first moved here, somebody said, yeah, all of Arizona doesn't change their clocks except for one city. I forget where it's at. I want to say it's close to Colorado, and they do change their clocks, but we don't. Because we don't, yeah, she's like, why don't you change your clock? Because nobody wants 110-degree days in the summertime to last longer. Because you're changing your clock for daylight savings time to have more daylight. And we're not trying to do that. And so if you change them to have more daylight at daylight savings time, then you got to change them back again. And then so we just don't change it at all. We just stay where we are. From what I understand, when Arizona was just being formed as a state, and this is a story that I heard from someone who read it, so don't quote me on all the details, but I don't have details. But there was, I don't know, I want to say the governor or a mayor or a magistrate, somebody in some type of elected official office, owned a company that did farming, and how it would be more detrimental for them farming to have the to have more sunlight, because how it would hurt the crops or whatever. And so they passed a law that when the other states were changing their clocks, they're like, we should not, because it would hurt us more. And so that's how it started way, way, way back in the, I don't know, 1800s or something. I don't know when time changes started, but so that's what I heard. So back then, some big wig had some pull with a bill that got passed or something along the lines like that. So, let me be honest, you're funny. Thank you. I think so too. All right, guys. So yeah, this girl is gonna go to bed. It is 8:30 here, well, 8:45 now. I'm sure my husband's in bed. He gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I know he's in. Well, he was in bed, but he reads for like a half hour. So he's reading. I'll go in and chat with him before he passes out. Love you guys. I will keep you updated. If I forget to come on live, just check my stories, because it's so much easier for me to go into stories on Instagram and Facebook and start talking to you guys. And then I get lazy and I don't come on live. So, I know I'm supposed to be live every day, but that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, I'm back on track again. I just got to it's taking a minute, man. It's taking a minute. Your time change jacked me up. Because I normally do a Zoom meeting every morning, Monday through Friday, from at 7:30. And when you guys changed your clocks, it became 6:30 a.m. for me. I'm like, so I take my husband to work. I come in home and I'm rushing to jump on that Zoom. And that is pretty much the time that I would probably go walking. Yeah, so I've been slacking on the walking. I have been walking, but I just haven't been up to my 5 miles again, so I'm slowly getting back up to 5 miles. But I haven't been doing it as often, which was every day before. I mean, now that the weather's warming up, I really have no excuse. But I'm just such a wuss anymore now. It's like 30 degrees was a good excuse not to walk. 50 is not. I need to just get my butt up and go. So pray for me. Gotta get on track again, right? Love you too, Bianna. Thank you. Hey, Jetty. How you doing, girl? But yeah, definitely keep praying for us with this house hunting. So we're looking, if you know Arizona enough, you know we're kind of like looking for the border between Tempe and Phoenix area, like Priest Drive, between Southern and Elliott, along that way. And then, hey, Liz, what's up, girl? So between like Southern and Priest, all the way down to Priest and maybe Elliott area, you know, or Kyrie Road, whatever. So somewhere like that, not too far into Phoenix, kind of like the border. Motorcycle. This is the weather, people. This is the weather. So that's kind of like what we're doing, where the areas are that we're looking for. I did want to stay in Tempe. I wanted to be close to Kiwanis Park because they got a soccer field, they got tennis courts, they got basketball courts, they got a playground for kids, they got the walking park for the dogs, they got a trail, and I just wanted to be by Kiwanis Park. And that was my main prayer in the beginning. Still kind of is, but I'm trying not to be selfish and also be open to a place that's closer for my husband to get to work. So torn. I am praying for the Kiwanis Park one, though. Just so you know. He knows. Oh, God. All right, guys. I keep saying goodbye, but I keep... So I'm shutting up right now. All right. Good night, TikTok. Goodbye, everybody. Love you guys. And make it a very blessed Tuesday evening. Bye, TikTok. Goodbye, Instagram. Love you guys. Keep us in your prayers. Please, please, please. Bye, TikTok. And goodbye, Facebook. You guys take care. Make it a blessed night.